You're live.
All right. It is October 15th, 2025, 5 p.m. and I'm calling the Berkeley County Deputy Sheriff Civil Service Commission to order. It is October 15th, 2025, 5 p.m.
There you go, Sergeant.
All right. All right. Reading and approval of minutes. And Mr. Dobson, have you had a chance to read the minutes from last week?
Yes, I have.
Any additions or corrections?
Nope. Make a
Right.
motion that we accept the minutes, approve the minutes as presented.
I will second and call for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. We do note that Mr. Wilson is not present today. He's sent an email around explaining his absence. Sorry to hear that he's not doing well. Certainly wish him well. Going to move on to the next topic, the budget update.
Okay. Gentlemen, before you, you do have the financial report that was printed off today. There is a change from last month report to this month's report. Last month, the obligation rate for postage was that of 2.1%. This month, it went up to 4.7%. And it has a remaining balance of $1,429.37. The increase is a result of an invoice in the amount of $39.04 that was processed. That related to us mailing back the open entry test materials back to the West Virginia Division of Personnel back on Saturday, August 23rd, so of 2025. So, next line item is advertisement and publication. There's also a change from last month's report to this month's. Last month's report showed an obligation rate of 15.61%. This month it jumped up to 16.5% with a remaining balance in advertisement and publication of $8,772.25. We received an invoice at the beginning of September for $88.87 to be paid to Local IQ out of Maryland. It's for newspaper advertisements that we did in the month of August related to the open hire entry examination. So their invoice was paid on September 24th. The line item is still there for training and education. It has a zero funds reflected there. So as I previously briefed, that money was given to us, but it shouldn't have been, so they took it away, but it's still on there as far as a zero balance. The item for professional services, there's no change from last month's report to this month. The current obligation rate remains at 0% with a remaining balance of $10,000 for professional services. Although last month we did reach out to Mr. Henry to provide legal review related to the waiver of liability form, we did receive a statement from him on October 6th of 2025. The statement reflected a deduction of $100 off of the original retainer fee, which was paid in June using 2023-2024 funds. So he reduced the balance of the retainer. This reflects now $400. So, gentlemen, that's the financial report. Unless you have any questions.
Any questions?
Nope.
All right. Moving on the agenda, old business. 2025-0026. Request for new open hire physical agility and written examination, August 23rd.
Okay, for that, as briefed last month, the applications of the top 3 applicants on the eligibility list were provided to the Sheriff's Department in the Criminal Investigation Division for the Sheriff's Office. I'm sorry, it's not a department, the Sheriff's Office. With that, that letter was provided on August 28th. they're doing backgrounds on those three individuals, so nothing new to report unless somebody there has anything. But, okay, nothing to report.
Okay. Next item, 2025-0032, doctor certification of fitness to perform agility test form, Ray, entry level, open hire. Where are we with that?
So basically, Commissioner Wilson had he took your all's conversation last month from what the county legal director, Anthony Delegati, his comments. He has taken Mr. Henry's comments and basically, I think, merged the two together and provided you gentlemen with an overall waiver and release of liability for the deputy sheriff applicant physical agility test. And that's what you have before you that was placed in your read ahead.
Yep.
You good?
Yep. All right, you want me to make a motion?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll move that we accept the waiver and release liability as modified from the previous meeting and put that into our packet. New hires.
I second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That passes. There was a discussion of the notary. Do we need to discuss that or just leave it as it is? I think we could leave it.
Yeah, I don't think that's an issue.
So we're going to use it, the notary clause, and as it is, and move on. Issue 2025-0036, accepting test scores from one county to another. County entry level, open hire promotional examinations, Ray County Clerk Association / WVDOP emails. There was some discussion of that last month, as reflected in the minutes. I thought that we had basically left that with basically the understanding we might amend or modify our rules to make it clear that the service would be in the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office, correct? 2 years in rank in Berkeley County.
Yes, sir, that was the discussion.
Did Mr. Wilson take a shot at that? I don't see that.
No. So Mr. Wilson last month, he made a motion as follows. I'll make a motion that we look into that one just a little bit further. He then stopped and said, and this is out of the meeting minutes.
Right.
He then stopped and said, it sticks in my mind or somewhere that is written that says you've got to be within the department for the 2 years. I may be wrong. Let us investigate further into the same requirements in reference to promotions as well. President Buck then interjected, all right, we're going to table it and turn it over to you. Commissioner Wilson accepted the responsibility of it being turned over to him. Mr. Alderton then inquired if a motion was needed to table it. President Buck said, okay. Commissioner Dobson then made the motion to table the promotional portion of issue 2025-0036. Commissioner Wilson seconded the motion. President Buck called for further discussion. There being none, he called for a vote. The vote was carried unanimous. So,
Well, I think we put a lot on
Yeah,
Commissioner
we did.
Wilson's plate the last time around. So
there were
we did.
4 items
Yeah.
that he was tasked with.
I would move that we table this again until next month.
Yeah.
So we have time to do adequate research on it.
So there's a motion, I'll second it. Motion to table, I'll second it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's tabled. A little bit out of order. For my 2 cents, I think we simply need to indicate in section 2, eligibility, that it be in the rank, in the Berkeley County Sheriff's Department. That's it. We'll take it up next month after we've heard from Mr. Wilson.
Right. I think it was a consensus pretty much last month.
Mhm.
Chief Young, I know, was a proponent of adding a one-liner
Yeah.
to the rules and regulations that said basically you had to be within the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office for 2 years.
Yeah.
And I think that was the one-liner. And so,
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're out of order because we tabled it, but I will say
Right.
that's my understanding, and I think that's a good move.
Yeah.
So we'll move on. Issue 2025-0038, requested changes to current rules and regulations, specifically Section 4, preliminary requirements. Refusal to examine or certify, 7/14/10, at the request of Chief Young, Criminal Investigation Division. Where are we on that, Mr. Alderson?
okay, so Commissioner Wilson had drafted rule change amendment, and he titled it 2025-001, reference issue number 2035-0038. And he sent the change in, I forwarded it to you folks. It was basically a wrap-up of what your all's discussion was last month. In regards to that, the CID branch of the Sheriff's Office had 3 proposals. Basically, you all made motion and accepted the first 2 proposals, and you rejected their 3rd recommendation. So,
In the package that we have, there's materials from Mr. Wilson, 2025-001, that suggests revision.
yes, sir.
That revision has not been acted upon. Am I correct?
It was, you all made the motion to approve it.
Yes.
The first 2.
Yes.
And reject the 3rd.
The one in
But-
002.
No, 02, 02.
Okay,
01 dealt with the
right.
change that the CID wanted.
Right. And we had voted on that.
You did.
That is passed.
It's passed, but
The change has been made.
We have,
the
There we
change has not been
Ah.
made in the rules and regulations.
So what I'm looking at from Mr. Wilson is his proposal
Yes, sir.
for the change language.
Yes, sir.
I'm
That is
with you.
correct.
Thank you, finally. Okay. Sorry about that. Have you seen this proposal?
yep. I'm fine with it.
The only issue I have is that there's a bit of a contradiction between C and C2. I like C2 because it defines this excessive alcohol use, maybe disqualifying. And the C is pretty general, clean and sober from alcohol. I don't think anybody's suggesting that somebody that drinks a beer at their daughter's birthday party, or at their daughter's wedding, I should say, maybe not a 12-year-old, is ineligible. But excessive alcohol use would be, right? Do you like this language? Have we lived with this?
I see what you're saying, and because it says must be clean and sober from alcohol, but then it says qualifies that.
Right, it does.
So does that mean that's the only qualification, or does it mean, that's, and I think we have the same issue on another one that I looked at, but
I think I would like Mr. Wilson's proposal if it didn't have the first sentence of paragraph C, just 1 and 2.
mhm,
They work. Of course,
something to the effect of an applicant.
must not have used any illegal substance except as noted in subsection D. Excessive alcohol use, particularly when it has impacted employment or resulted in involuntary commitment, may also be disqualified.
Or maybe C could say the following items may cause disqualification, I don't know, but I think we need to table that until we get it cleaned up.
That's my question, and we're going to
Yeah.
act on it now. Okay.
This is nice, we just table everything, we don't do anything.
Well, that's, he's not here.
I make a motion, we table this 2025-0038.
I'll second and we agree with the table. Consent. Okay. Veterans Point, the next issue, 2025-0039, Veterans Point preference applying to family members as raised by Chief Burnett. And once again, Mr. Wilson has submitted some materials for review. Have you had a chance to see them?
Yes,
Uh,
and I believe that been reviewed by council or not.
I don't know that it has been.
Been reviewed by who?
Council.
No, sir. it
Yeah,
hasn't.
it has not been. I think one of the issues that I'm seeing with this is whether the 10-point compensable disability preference, it's not in our rules now, is that correct?
10 points is not in our.
No.
There were two items, as I recall from last month, excuse me, that the chief brought up, was about 5 and 10 points. But also, I think the bigger issue that kind of caught everybody, not that that's not a big issue, but the other big issue was the fact that family members, according to what they learned, discovered at the conference, family members were entitled to a person's point preference. And what I've gathered from Chief Wilson's information there, family members are not entitled to point preference.
So,
Where he has West Virginia code on here, that's actual wording in the code provided, however, the preference points.
That's the way I understood it,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. But the 10-point preference code refers to compensable disability. That's not, it does not apply to spouse.
Correct. There was a 10 points was if a person was 100% disabled. And I think back when the rules and regulations were being rewritten last year, the discussion for that group was the fact that, well, if somebody's 100% disabled, they wouldn't be able to be a deputy.
Correct.
So that's why that was not incorporated into that. With that being said, this last testing, we did have a person that called me on the phone and inquired why they were 100% disabled. Why did they not get 10 points? I replied that it's not in our rules and regulations to award 10 points. So that was my only reply basically to that. Because it wasn't. It's in the state code,
Yeah.
but it's not in our rules. And I think that's why Commissioner Wilson added about that 10-point preference.
It does say in the state code, the language is shall have 10 points. It's mandatory.
I thought the issue we were discussing last month was
State code.
whether it would be added to it, that we didn't have, that it needed to be a passing score for that in our rules. Do we have that in there?
Yes, sir. We
Oh,
do
we
have
do
it.
have that.
We do have it in there.
So the upshot of this is that our rules may not comport with the West Virginia State Code on this issue.
What permanent disability could you have that still qualify for?
Yeah,
To be honest with you,
that's a good question.
I
There's a
don't-
definition of disabled veteran that doesn't shed a whole lot of light. Disabled veteran means a person who's been discharged or released from active duty service under honorable conditions performed at any time, or who has a certification as defined in subsection C, or who has established the present existence of a service-connected disability, or is receiving compensation, disability retirement benefits, or a pension because of a statute administered by the Department of Veterans Affairs or by a military department.
It doesn't specify.
Yeah. So if somebody comes in and wants to claim disabled veteran status, I guess I'm just speaking now, but it seems the first thing they've got to do is satisfy the other requirements of eligibility.
Right, they still would have to pass the physical test.
And they'd have to,
agility, pass the
Correct.
written test.
and they have to
And I-
establish they
actually,
have
I-
something from the
yeah,
Department of Veterans Affairs.
I do know a person who's a disabled veteran and he functions and
Yeah.
works,
Yeah.
worked in security, worked in,
Yeah.
I guess it can be.
I think for us, that if somebody wants to claim the 10 points, they bring in their documentation to say from the VA or the service that they are a 100% disabled veteran. I don't think we get into
Right.
why.
Well,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
that's certainly true. It's not our bill,
Right.
our business to
But
determine
they
whether
provide
they're
us the
disabled.
documentation.
So
But-
it looks like we need
Yeah.
to add to item 3 in our rules, or else add a number 4, I guess,
Yeah.
to qualify that, but we don't have that wording in front of us.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I don't think it's urgent.
Yeah.
We don't need it right now. Okay. All right.
Do we need to table that one?
Well,
Table's getting full.
yeah,
Well, yeah, but. Okay.
does the sheriff's department have any Brandy, did you want to say something?
We do have to.
Come on, you gotta
Yeah.
take the podium, you gotta do it right.
And I need you to state your name.
Randy Sullivan.
Thank you.
So we have two people I know of for sure who are like 80% disabled through the military right now who work every day.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
that's all.
okay,
Yeah, they have a different standard.
yeah. All right, so we need to, at some point, look into modifying our rules to comply with state.
Correct.
Okay. That will be in the minutes, I'll take that on, okay?
Motion.
I make a motion that we table item 2025-0038.
I'll second, and call
Oh,
for
and
a vote.
it's 2025-3.
39.
39.
Yeah, it
Yep.
is 3-9. I'll second that, but in discussion, I've got to say that the 39 does refer to family members, specifically in the title of that item. And we're not addressing that.
Yeah.
You're correct.
So while we're still in discussion
So
on
let's-
this,
I think we need to withdraw that motion.
you withdraw the motion?
Yeah.
All right. Motion's withdrawn. We're going to move on, then we're going to discuss the military spouses.
Yep.
All right. All right.
And I will add an item there for
For
the
next
point
Yep.
preference.
Then, we have some research from Mr. Wilson once again, suggesting that military spouses are not granted veterans preference. Have you had a chance to look at that, Mr. Dobson?
Yep. I would have to agree.
Is there any discussion from the floor, from the office about military spouses and a preference? My inclination is not to include military spouses.
I guess the question would be, do we need to add that into the rules? But I don't know that it,
If there isn't anything that requires us to address it, then why address it?
I'll make a motion that we close item 2025-0039.
As it relates to the family member?
Yep.
Yes. I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's passed. It's almost embarrassing, but we're down to new business. New business? Anything?
I don't have any.
Items from the
Oh.
floor? Well, new business or items from the floor?
State
either
your
way.
name, please.
You want to do the
Thomas
camera?
Young. Just opening the door with the recent events we had 2 Sundays ago now. Put our CID into overload a little bit with between background investigations and the investigation of the incident 2 Sundays ago. I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of a heads up that we are just about done with the 3 names that we have, and given the 3-name requirement by code right this minute that we absolutely despise because it slows our process down tremendously. We are going to probably require an emergency meeting in order to get those names to us a little faster than the November 19th.
Correct.
For the next meeting, just to try and give you guys a little bit of a heads up that we're going to require a meeting of the minds from you guys to get us those next 3 names once we get the information to you guys. The physical examinations are holding us up a little bit right now. We're exploring other options throughout in the county as far as getting those done elsewhere, so that we're looking to speed that process up tremendously. And in that case, the 3 names are just that much more going to slow us down as we continue with the process. So I just really want to try and give you guys a heads up that we're going to be sending that information over probably within the next week. I try not to ride the CID guys too much because they got a lot on their plate, but they know at the same time we're going to start losing bodies here because people are waiting again. But just to give you guys a heads up, I'm probably going to ask for an emergency meeting here within the next week, probably. That's all. We got a solution for that. The next test phase
For the what?
we've spoken about.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know that that's a matter to discuss openly here, but
So you've got 3 names now,
I've
right?
got 3
That
names
They're going
now.
through investigation.
Two are we're simply just waiting on physicals to
Okay.
be able to complete the verification form.
Okay.
The third is, I know what the outcome's going to be, but I don't have it in front of me yet.
Well, hypothetically speaking, what outcome do you anticipate? You didn't use any names.
I can accepting 2 and declining 1.
Okay.
You're going to recommend one be removed or stricken.
However you wish to so word it,
Ha-
yes.
That's it.
How many openings do you have now?
Yeah.
And
Wait,
and how many do
how
we?
many?
We just got the cops grant approved for 5.
5 more.
Like day before yesterday.
Okay. And I guess for the record, we've been saying for the past, I know, 6 months and possibly a year, that they've had 7 vacancies. That 7 vacancies just within the last couple weeks was reduced to 5 vacancies because Chief Young and Chief Burnett counted against those 7. Correct in saying that, gentlemen and ladies?
I
To
disagree.
the camera. John? Camera.
Oh. So. Yeah.
So
that,
back to my original question,
Uh-huh.
how many openings do we have?
10 to 12.
Okay,
Um,
how many people do we have on the list?
total of 9, counting the 3 names they currently have.
So we could schedule another, do we have any, we don't have any test dates scheduled, right?
Uh-uh. We do not.
Yeah.
So we should schedule another test date.
I would have to send what's the
Yeah.
Yeah, well, send it over, because you're not gonna fill 12 slots with 9 people. So we may as well make that move a little faster.
agreed.
I mean,
Yeah, I didn't know about the.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And with everything going on, with everything going on, good catch.
Okay.
That's all.
So you say you have 10 to 12 openings. Okay. Okay.
As I understood, you have 10 openings if you don't count Young and Burnett.
Yes, sir. Safely, as of right this minute, yes.
Okay. And we have 9 names.
Well, I mean,
It-
it still calls the test.
Yes.
And the 5 that you got, is that part of that safer grant that you all were anticipating? Okay, so there's no other grants out there floating around? Because originally I thought it was 11 positions that you all were looking to get from that grant.
Oh, no, 5.
Okay, thank you. That clears that
The
up.
last time we had it, we only got 3, but we're eligible for 5s.
Okay,
And the grant has been awarded.
Has been,
Okay. All right, well, you have a motion for a test date? Is that one?
Don't, we'll have to check the calendar and
Yeah.
all that. If we're
Yeah.
gonna meet again, though. If we're gonna
Sounds
need to
like-
meet again for a special meeting, we could set it then. Have all the ducks in a row, or we can set
Okay.
it tonight if you like. We don't know the schedule of the schools or anything, right?
No.
no, we won't even know that until we get a test date. Typically, the way we've tried to do it to speed the process up is we get a test date worked out where, and then we'll get Chief Burnett to call, check with Martinsburg High School for their availability. And then we bring that date before you all
Okay.
to approve.
So they have to make the request first,
Yes, sir. That
They
is a
need-
true statement.
another test.
Right now, we can only send 3 names, and they got 3 names.
Well, we've got 9 total on the
Right.
list.
There's 9 on the list,
Right.
but they have 3. We can
Yeah.
only send them 3. They have 3 names.
Yeah.
They have 3 now, so
Right.
we got 6 more we'll be able to
Yes,
send.
yeah.
but-
That's not enough.
Right.
I'm with
But
you.
they have to make the
Correct.
request, and then once they
Yeah.
make the request, we can do that. And
Yeah.
If we're gonna have a special meeting, we can do it then.
So
Set a
right
date.
now, we don't have a basis for a special meeting because nobody's been, you haven't suggested that we refuse or
Correct.
deny anyone.
Correct.
letting you know we're gonna.
It's a courtesy heads up.
Okay,
Uh,
step up there and you say it.
Eric D. Burnett,
Thank you, sir.
Sheriff's Office. I understand that I'm still new to this stuff, but we have 10 positions. We have 2 that we're gonna probably hire, 1 that we're not going to. That leaves us 6 more people. It's holding us up by not being able to get these names and start backgrounds to the point whereas they're gonna go someplace else. And there's a few people on that list that we'd like to get, but they're gonna take another job at different agencies. And we're gonna lose them. Is there any way we can just start backgrounds on these people? Get these 3 names or 6 names, because it's just, it's such a waste of time and effort to test these people and then take 4, 5, 6 months to go through the process and then they're gone. They're gonna go someplace else. There's gotta be a way to work around this. Got to.
We have to change state code. I mean, it's pretty
Oh.
specific on how,
I just
how
wanted to
we're
come
to
up there
do
and
it.
say
It's
that.
not us. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not us. But I mean, you can see how the process could be abused. Somebody gets another 3 names, now all of a sudden they bypass the top 3 names because now this guy's got a better background, so I'm gonna reject him. So that's the process the state's given us, so we're stuck with it.
All right.
I wish we could do that, but. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
You're right.
All right. Any additional items from the floor? All right, any announcements?
Yes, sir. As of today, 15 October 2025, we've had a total of 24 applications that have been submitted to us. If you recall last month, we approved the continuous ongoing application process. We've had 24 that have been submitted to us. Out of those 24, we have 10 that have submitted everything. When I say everything, by streamlining what we request of them, they give us an application. They submit the application. When I get it, I accept it. I know we go back to that terminology. I got it, but it's what the system calls it. I accept it. I then send them back an email that I've accepted, that I've acknowledged their application. You need to return the attached document to me. When you do, then you will move to the next step. We have 10 people that have sent that one document. And all it is, it's the applicant's statement, the signature, that basically says, I certify what's in my application is true. We've got to have that. We've eliminated the certification, doctor certification, and the notary as it is right now. We've eliminated that one. So that remains 13 people still have not supplied that one document to it. I don't know what the answer is.
But that also means if once we set a test date, we got 10 people ready to go. Right?
We do.
So that's great. That's a great change. Yeah.
But
I mean,
again,
it'd be nice to get all 24 through there, but
I don't want to get hopes up too much when we say if we give a test.
right.
If there's still people on that current list, we cannot give any names and release the
I
score
got you.
until that list is exhausted. I just want to throw that out there.
Thomas Allen Young Jr. Berkeley County Sheriff's Office. Chief Boots.
Boots.
Is there an option for electronic signatures on there, on the application page?
No. Reason being, no, there's not. That application statement is on the application. But if you're filling out the application, you can only print your name on the application. We can't accept a printed name because anybody could do that. It's got to be a signature. And again, I'll go back to one document. Come on. If you want a job as a police officer, whatever, as a deputy, you'll get that darn document back into us.
So the process is a paper document they sign in ink and return to you by mail, or something like that.
Email, yes, sir.
Email, scan and email, okay.
I mean, yeah.
That's the issue I have, is that we are in the electronic age.
Yes.
These things can be done electronically. You can sign things electronically. Why can't we?
The system that the county uses doesn't allow for that to be electronically signed for the attachment, for the attachment.
Okay.
On the online application process.
That answers my question.
Yeah,
So if we can make it that way.
Not necessarily. We have to see if that's something that needs to have a wet signature. Because there are lots of documents that still do need.
Well,
An actual
but
signature.
that's what we are accepting is an electronic signature.
Oh, we are.
Yeah. When I send that, it's a PDF fillable. They sign it. I've had people send it to me from their phone, from their desktop, whatever. I'm looking for the signature, not a printed on the application.
So what was his question then?
Like
why,
a digital, so let's say you do like a real estate
let's say you do like a real estate contract with a realtor, you would do a digital signature and then just hit a button and then just send it back. So
Yeah.
if you can sign if you can buy a piece of real estate with a digital signature,
Well, I
I
think
think
you
we
have
should
to
be-
sign the document to close.
well, on the closing, yes.
Exactly. So
But
I was
for
gonna
the
say,
con-
there's some things
but
that
for
you
the
can do that.
But for the
Some you
contract, you
can't.
don't. You can do a digital signature. There's a lot of things you can do a digital signature with. I think this should be one of them. Just try to make it easier for people, that's all.
We are accepting a digital signature. The
I know what you're saying.
online
You're saying a signature
application,
that's-
you can't
that's
do it
handwritten.
on the online application.
But our IT
It's
people
not-
can make it that way.
Well, but
I
it's
don't think,
still,
no, it's a third
no,
party.
it'd have to go through DocuSign or something like that,
There you
some
go.
official
Right.
thing that
That's what I'm talking about.
records a digital signature. You can't just have our own digital signature system, because it wouldn't be necessarily accepted.
Yes.
Not our program,
It's-
third party.
It's a third party program as
Right.
the application.
There you go.
I mean, I guess we could pay for a DocuSign account and send them that way, but that would even be more cumbersome for you.
Yeah, and it's still the same thing. I mean, whether I send them a
Well, but that,
document or
that- it's more official because it actually, you send the document through the website, they sign it electronically, it automatically just comes right back to you. It doesn't have to be taken a picture of and sent back to you. It just is automatically,
okay.
date and
Okay.
time stamp it and everything and verify that they have questions they go through to verify the person signing it is
Okay.
actually that person. And so that's the difference. So.
And so that's on that announcement. The other announcement, again, looking to have our next regularly scheduled meeting would be the day before Thanksgiving, which would be Wednesday, November 19th at 5 p.m., hopefully here in the conference and the chambers. No, it's the week before. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I was thinking
you're
it was
not
the
gonna see
20th.
me.
I was,
What, you think we got out of here fast tonight?
yeah. So it's going to be on November 19th at 5 o'clock, hopefully here in this chambers, which is the week before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Anything else? Announcements? Anything from the floor? Anything else? Motion to recess or to adjourn?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I will second the motion, and it is passed by unanimous consent.
At 5:43, we are adjourned.